Hello and welcome to, I'd like to say a special, but this is the second of our Thursday night MegaMeks, replacing Monday night MegaMek while I am, off and unable to access my, computer and streaming setup as I'm out of town for work. We are gonna pop right into it. So last time on Monday night MegaMek, which was also on a Thursday, we completed two different scenarios here. The first was an interception defense, where our cast of characters had to stop a force from the Draconis Combine Buster Soldiery, from heading up to the north end of the map and proceeding on to an important objective. We stopped them, but in the process we lost Gordana's Crusader. Thankfully, we had two other Crusaders, so we just used parts, fixed one up, and went right back out. No big deal. Because Gordana soaked up all the bullets, our other mechs took basically no damage. Everything was a-okay. For the second scenario we played, we had to defend a downed dropship. The weather in that scenario was not particularly favorable to the attackers. And while we... Hold on one second, my dog wants out of the room. Sorry about that. The door was closed and the dog wanted out, so I had to get up and open the door. Where were we? Alright, so we were defending a dropship in a deep raid defense. The dropship was trying to take off sort of behind our lines, and the Draconis Combine sent a sort of like an attack force to try to take advantage of the dropship being stuck in position. We managed to defend it. The interesting thing was that they thought a unit of air cavalry, a unit of helicopters, would be able to push forward and take advantage of a gap in space. Turns out that didn't work. Their gun had an LBX autocannon, which turned the helicopters basically into a game of duck hunt. All right. Of course, I kept trying to get my dog to go outside for 45 minutes before we stream. Now I think she decides she needs to go out. Or not, because she just walked into the kitchen. She's already had dinner. She's already had snacks. If I have to disappear to take her outside, I have to disappear to take her outside. I will let everybody know when that happens. In any case, we are just going to continue on. I believe... Yeah, we have stuff in transit. We are repairing a longbow. We are customizing a crusader. But beyond that, we are in pretty gosh darn good shape heading into whatever mission pops up. I believe we were starting to have the process of assembling our own convoy, so that during whenever there's sort of like a supply shipment from our employers, we have the ability to increase what we receive by providing our own transports. So we are working on that slowly each month as the unit market refreshes. Alright, July 30th. Coming up on a new month. The next Click. Captain, long-range sensors have detected enemy activity within area operations. Allied Command has requested that we resolve the situation. Okay, so there's a mission that intercept engagement. He will send our front line out here. Alright, always take a look at the conditions. We have moderate rain, calm wind, weather's fine. Looks a little hot, but that is not enough to necessarily affect mechs. Alright, not bad. Pardon me. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Alright, one of your forces has been intercepted by a large enemy contingent, cutting off their path to safety. The enemy intends to encircle and destroy your units before they can regroup. Your mission is to break through their lines and reach safety, or destroy at least 75% of their forces to render them combat effective. The enemy holds the advantage in numbers and positioning, but they are not unbeatable. A direct breakthrough will require speed, coordination, and decisive strikes against their weakest points. If a clean escape is not possible, you must shift to a battle of attrition. Eliminating 75% of their forces will ensure they can no longer threaten your retreat. The enemy will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, meaning no recovery of fallen assets will be possible. Time is against you. Break out before they close the trap, or break them so thoroughly they can no longer fight. Your employer has deployed you alongside an integrated force. Okay, so I guess we're out in patrol. We get caught in an ambush, and they outnumber us by not as much as they would like. Granted, the main thing is we're not getting salvage at the end. That's the main problem. We're not getting salvage. Like an error message just popped up. Give me 1 second. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. We have MegaMek all loaded up here. Checking out all the units. We've got nothing particularly interesting to report. And let's go. Popping right in here. Alright. We won initiative. This is just deployment. Now remember, it's raining. So there is mud, and that's going to be, you know, so we need to make it to the north, right? We need to cross the field. 1 second, let's double check this. Yeah, altitude. Reach a destination edge, which is going to be the opposite edge. That would be the assumption here. So we start south, we need to make our way to the north. Breakthrough. Try to find the best path. It's really looking, I think, right along this, like along the right edge, because nothing else looks particularly good. We even have a whole line of partial cover here from foes over on the left-hand side, and then a largely path largely clear of mud. So this feels like the way to go. Pop your gun out first. Alright, and this is just going to involve Well, let's take a look at what we've got. Of course, they have a Marauder. We have a mission where we can't claim salvage, and they have a Marauder. A 3/4 Marauder called Thane. Versus Delta here, the Dragon. 3/4. Chip. Archer. 4/5. Whole bunch of random ammo as usual. But, 2 large lasers. That's an interesting one. Then we have Basher and Runesmith. Both 5/6 Griffins. Not much to be concerned about there. 4/5 Wolverine. Armbar. Blocker. I mean, that's an appropriate name to face in this sort of, thing here. But 4/5, 2 mediums. Yeah. Electra the Scorpion. Scorpions are kind of sad in general, but PPC SM6, 5/6. Okay, so we've got Thane. What did I get here? We got Thane, Delta, and Chip. Those are our main sort of points of contention here to deal with. Our allies are kind of over on the left, and I'm guessing are going to charge forward. We have Teal in the Wolverine, 5/6, and Focus, a 4/5. Hey! They brought our normally terrible allies, brought along a 4/5. Fantastic. Fantastic. Pardon me again. Alright, get a gun. Just run. See, that is mud. We don't want to stop in mud to get bogged down. That costs us effectively a turn of movement. And I'm assuming nothing in range, yeah. So we're just going to skip shots and move on to turn 2. Running forward, hoping everybody makes it. Yeah, we've got some slow mechs. This is not the best kind of scenario situation for us with the number of slow mechs that we have. But then again, this is intro tech. This is 3026. So what is slow feels slow to me as someone who plays clan. It's kind of standard fast, so I think 4/6 is slow, but 4/6 is kind of your standard marching orders sort of cavalry rate. And we got 12 in initiative, they won. Well, let's keep going. Good gun. Hopscotch. We have Edith in the awesome. Doing a great job. Actually want to move her like that. Get her behind the line. Alright, no shots yet. Hopscotch has some shots. Delta on a 2 with a large laser. That is a 12 you see here. Let's see if I can zoom in and get that box popped up somewhere. But in any case, yeah, 2 at 12. Might as well. This is MegaMek. It's not like I'm actually rolling physical dice. Doesn't take that long. Awesome has no shots. And Hopscotch. Not Hopscotch. Banana Peel. No shots. Nobody hits. All misses. Alright. Gun's gonna run forward. Hopscotch, I'm concerned about you running forward by yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a TMM 3. Can potentially move forward next turn. So, what is this? Is jungle? Jungle? Oh, I hate jungle. Yeah, go ahead. You're 5'8". You can run past everybody, for the most part. Awesome. Or I should say Edith. Oh, speaking of, that is a little bit off in the display. Give me 1 second. I want you guys to be able to see the little... There we go. Little health bars of everything. Okay. Gordana running forward. Their gun actually has some shots now. We're kind of going to ignore... I mean, they're actually out of range. It's hard to see right now. So see the short range bracket, the medium range bracket, and the long range bracket. I should change those colors because we're often always on a green thing. So here, if you are playing MegaMek and you want to change things like this, MegaMek is wonderfully customizable. So we're gonna go to game board here. Need some game board. Here we go. Ooh. Field of fire short. Field of fire minimum. Minimum, I like that. We're going to change. I think a good color to use is going to be this sort of like teal, because that might sit. So I like, I like green because it's a very positive color, and we're gonna go. Well, no, we want something a little bit more contrasty. Here we go. Yeah, let's do this teal. Did fire short. Field of fire medium. Field of fire long. Okay. I see that. There we go. That's a whole lot easier to see now, isn't it? Alright, we have Delta and medium range. So, Delta, you are going to get shot at. And we're going to go solid slug. Done. 30 damage coming your way. Delta, you are one of the guys we're worried about with that 3-4. So, we're going to go damage, high-low, large laser, and our range of medium laser is a medium laser. We don't want to overheat and lose movement right now. 13s or 11s. Well, we can't hit 13s, 11s we can try. And Gordana. We've got 13s and 11s. Ammo. I think we're good on ammo, so we're going to go ahead and try that shot. Just to get some damage on there. We have a lot of misses. Hopscotch hits with a large laser. It's a glancing blow on the dragon here. Glancing blow means if you're within one of the margin of success, you deal half damage. So, oof. Yeah. Narrow/low profile is one of the best mech quirks in the game. Quirks are completely unbalanced. There's my dog again. Have you made a decision what you want to do? You want to go in your little doggy bed? Come here. No. I'm not following you. I've been away from the house, so she's been particularly. I'm trying to give her as much attention, but I can't give her attention when I'm live streaming. I don't know if anyone else has a dog, but oh, she's a sweetheart, and she's standing in the doorway. Cheddar, what do you want? After this mission, I might need to take a break to take care of her and get her settled. Alright. Let's let our allies move first. And Air gun's gonna run forward. Hopscotch, your path is kind of blocked, which I do not like. We'll let other people move, see if they clear that path for us. Crusader, banana peel. Hold on a second. Hopscotch, not a clear path yet. All right. I might have to take care of my dog before she does something in the house, so I apologize, everybody. Give me 1 second. Up. I shall return momentarily. I'm so sorry, everybody. This is the culprit. This is the culprit right here. This creature that can't decide if she wants to go out or does not want to go out. Mm-hmm. You're like, but Dad, I'm gonna lead you around the house and annoy you. I don't want to go outside. It's cold outside. She just wandered away again. So just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Back to the game. Where was Hopscotch? What are you gonna do? Hopscotch? You know, to heck with it. You're just gonna go right there. Might be risky, but that's what we're gonna do because the dog is being a dog. Alright, short range at 2. Yeah, let's blast that thing. Done firing. Hopscotch, short range at 2 on the side. We're gonna go ahead and blast it again. Awesome. Can't see. Can see. Shooting on 11s. No better shots. We'll fire 2 PPCs there. Gordana. You really do not have many good shots. What are you saying? 12? We're not wasting ammo on 12 because we pay for that ammo. Alright, we've got 10, 20. We have a PSR on the Dragon. It's probably not going to fall. It is a 4 piloting, but we can try this. Glancing blow of the Ostrock. That's good for us. Not much damage there. Glancing blow on the dragon from Hopscotch. Grand total of 24 damage, so we're doing okay. We really haven't taken much of anything. There we go. As I say, we haven't taken much of anything. Hopscotch takes an LRM 15. But 9 missiles hit. We're doing okay. Done. Our ally takes some physical fire, hits a critical on the foot. That's okay. They are just there to soak up damage. They chose not to pick an optimal path and just ran up the middle. We can't control that. We don't command the AI. We don't command we don't command our employers. They command us. And no, we're not following them. Alright, we are gonna this time actually. Alright, Gordana, you're gonna move up into the mud and hopefully not get stuck. Awesome's gonna move forward. Let them move around a little bit. Now we can move. Let's move Hopscotch. 2, 3, 4, 5. We want that 5 TMM, even if it does expose our rear a little bit. That TMM will make up for it. And yeah, Ergun, just run the F forward. Eights, 10s. That's because he's within minimum. But yeah, let's fire at Thane here. Also fire at Thane. Awesome. Here we go. Short range with PPCs. We are finally going to do a full 3. The full awesome 3 PPCs. Done firing. There's a few people out there. I'm not currently seeing any chats whatsoever. So I got an error message earlier or something about the stream, so if you comment tonight I miss it, I apologize. Alright, Gordana. We are gonna go damage high-low, medium lasers, because we have Delta here in short range, and that's where we want them. And one of those. There we go. 2 over. Done. Alright. Airgun takes a little bit of fire. Nothing major. Shoots at the other Marauder and hits for 20 damage. That's a PSR. Probably not going to fall down. Wolverine hits Airgun, but we got both shots on glancing blows. So a total of 4 plus the 5. 9 damage. Not all that much. Hopscotch hits the Marauder, does get the glancing blow again, so 4 damage. So everything's glancing, everything's missing. Awesome hits the dragon for 15, not the full 20 because of that glancing blow. We've got a whole bunch of just weirdly shaped, narrow, low profile, either short or long mechs. I mean, if you can kind of see. If you squint a little bit, I don't know how big your screen is, but the Marauder is a weirdly long mech. That's how it gets that ability. It's not like a broad barn. Okay. Dragon does get kicked. Not dragon gets kicked. Ergun does get kicked by the dragon, but we're okay. Does not hit the head. That's the important part. We are moving on and moving forward. Ostrock, we are heading out. Let's let our allies move. Can't run into water, sadly. Gordana, you go ahead and run forward, see what happens. Alright. gun. Well, you might as well just keep shooting at Thane, because that's a pretty good shot. And 24 to 24. Yeah, just not firing. Hopscotch has... You know what, Hopscotch, you can go ahead and start overheating a little bit, because you're about to hop off the map. We have Armbar at exposing the rear. Ooh, still not good numbers. Versus this, a lot better numbers. So, Delta, you are getting shot at. You have to switch arcs here. Done. Alright. Banana Peel, your entire job is to soak up attacks, and it looks like you are doing a good job of it. Let's reposition this so that it's not, you can really see here. I can't slide any further over, more to the right. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit here so you can see what we're dealing with. Yeah, Gordana is kind of in this little alcove surrounded by Basher, Armbar, and Delta. Rear exposed to Delta, which is not good. You've got Basher in the front arc. 2 lasers on Basher. It's about what we got to do. Ooh. Sometimes you see a sneak peek of what happens in the combat table outside of the combat table. So clearly, Delta, the dragon over here, took some nasty blows. We have something to look forward to. Alright. Your gun hits for 25 damage against Thane the Marauder, so that's nice. Thane the Marauder misses all the shots, so we're in good shape. Hopscotch misses, but Hopscotch is about to go. We're okay. And it's quite literally the first PPC at the dragon. 10 damage to left torso. Armor destroyed. 12 critical. We get a ammo explosion on the LRM. 120 damage. So that destroys it. It doesn't have case. It doesn't have anything to protect from the ammo explosion. We have just a whole bunch of misses. Misses, misses, misses. Hopscotch takes a little bit of damage, but nothing concerning. Marauder, because it took 25 damage, anytime you take 20 or more damage, you have to make a PSR, and it succeeds. So, physical attacks, we don't have any, and we are okay. Alright, let's let our allies move first. And we have reinforcements on the board. So we have entering as reinforcements. We have Kilroy, a Battlemaster, 4/5. Our allies sent an assault mech that wasn't a 5/6. Things are changing. Things are looking up. The idiots are dying off. Or they're getting better. We still have an Archer, Everest, as Swarm, Thunder, Standard, Anti-TSM, the weird sort of normal ammo package that we're dealing with, and Chime in a Heavy Forester quad mech. 5/6. 2 AC2s. That's a lot of firepower, guys. It's really gonna help us. It's really gonna help us pinging for 2 damage. Alright, see if we can get our allies to move more. Oh no, Armbar has cut off our awesome. That's not awesome. So, screw it, stand still. Let's cool down and get some physical combat in. You've gone, you still want to run forward. And you are going to make that twist there to not expose your rear. Hopscotch. You're going to go there and turn. Because you have large lasers. You can just snipe from behind partial cover and help your allies. Hopscotch, I'm going to want to send off like that. And pilot flees the battlefield. We have Thane on 8s. Partial cover. I don't like that, but chip also is partial cover. We do, however, have a rear shot here on armbar. 9s. Doing it. 11s. 8s. We're not going to risk getting heat yet. Hey, Nate. Welcome to the live stream. And yeah, we should play with quirks one of these days. One of these days, I mean, talk to Luke. That feels like something that he would be more up his alley in terms of organizing of just a we're playing with quirks day. I mean, literally could just call it Quirky Day or something. Done. Banana peel can make some shots here. Yeah, it's gonna overheat a little bit, but it's alright. Alright. Ergon, 50% chance to hit with all of his shots because he has natural aptitude to piloting and still managed to miss. 766. Now, Thane, the other Marauder, does manage to hit with both guns. However, we have a glancing blow and a normal hit with the medium laser, so only 10 damage. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, Nate, your strategy for playing with Quirks Day on just Quirky Day is grabbing as many things with Battle Fists and Barrel Fists as possible. You want to throw hands. Or throw Battle Fists. Alright, large laser, yada yada. Scorpion hits our ally and does some terrifying damage to the left leg, but we don't really care about... I mean, it sucks that our ally damage sponge is gone. I'd also care more if... I'm excited for Casper. So they announced a while ago that they're going to be updating the AI for MegaMek, introducing Casper, which is a sort of completely different algorithm from Princess. If you're not familiar, the AI in MegaMek is called Princess. And as sort of generically apt as it is to run as opposition forces against Princess, she's not particularly intuitive. She doesn't know how to respond to various situations. She basically moves to get TMM, shoot to the lowest TMM unit, maybe has some scripts for blocking path or whatever, but Casper is supposed to be the next level higher. And it would be nice to have AI that at least has the potential to understand the scenario we're using. Like they mentioned how Casper could do Zellbringen. Zellbringen being a kind of ritualistic form of combat that a faction side of BattleTech called the Clans uses, if you're unfamiliar. And that would be fantastic. Just scrolling through, really, we got swarms going, no new target. We don't even have a unit that gets a PSR, so we are doing all right. Now, melee. All right, Nate, you made it in time for some awesomeness of an awesome that had to stay still and cool off to get into some physicals. And I mean, we're probably going to kick. Yeah, we're kicking on a 3. We're just going to kick on a 3. Although, do we have 2 punches? No, we only have the 1 punch. I fired the wrong PPCs, but we're going to kick. We're going to kick that Griffin. And we hit. All right. Take 16 damage left leg, 0 armor. And our allied wasp just is gone. Just deleted. Pilot death. 6 total hits. It's gone. That cockpit is full of mush. The pilot is liquefied. Oh no! Rolls 4, rolls 2. Clearly doesn't have edge to avoid that, so... it looks like Edith had a bit of a blunder there. Was caught off balance kicking when, you know, foot was off the ground, then that foot got kicked. Yeah. Sometimes you just see a wall of text for something you don't really care about and go, okay, that's dead. I don't need to know how exactly it's dead. I just know it's dead. We'll roll past that. Like, if someone really wants me to sort of go over and read out exactly how the Allied Stinger got deleted, other than 6 pilot hits, pilot mush. All right, initiative. We're okay. B1. Be like that. Zoom out a little bit here. We are going to let our allies move because they just want to charge forward. We want our foes to move. All right. Crusader, you're going to move first. Ostrak, you're going to stay still and just snipe from a sheltered position. Get a gun. I kind of want you to go there, but I also don't. That's just actually a bad move. So we're just going to go there. There's not a good move for this awesome to make. I do not want a careful stand, and then I'm going to back up 1. There we go. We stood up. Alright. We have Thane here, who is not looking the best armor-wise. Let's actually, you can zoom in, pop that up. So each of those little squares is about 5 armor slash, internal. The little squares with the internal brackets, the squares within squares, that means internal structure. So armor's almost gone on the CT. We're clearing up space on that. Short range. We're gonna get rid of that guy. We're gonna alpha strike. Blam. Hopscotch. Hopscotch, I think, is gonna keep trying to. It's gonna make archers have so much armor. They're just a solid brick. So maybe we just make some shots. Yeah, 1 shot with a large laser on Thane. See if we can eliminate that. We have the awesome here up against a bunch of 5-6 medium mechs. Not the best situation in the world, but there's definitely worse ones. The thing with the TMM1, it's still 42% chance to hit. We're doing it. Done firing. And Gordana Banana Peel. Yeah. Done firing. Thane shooting at air gun, 10 damage. There we go. Air gun alpha strikes, pierces through the CT armor, gets an engine and a gyro crit. That's good. That's painful. Alright, so our awesome apparently had edge, didn't use it to remain standing, but use it to avoid a left leg critical. I'm okay with that. So, for anybody who doesn't know, edge, this thing right here, 0 edge remaining, forces a reroll, and you can set in Mech HQ what procs the use of an edge. There's a sort of there's a limited pool of edge points that you have. As pilots gain more experience and gain medals, etc., they can gain more edge, and you can also spend experience to gain more edge. It's really useful. It is part of what makes experienced pilots in Mech HQ and MegaMek so powerful, because you can avoid a head hit. You can avoid some of these devastating things that the random chances that just could make a mech no longer functional on the board. Alright, we've got no serious damage, not a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we have Teal from the Lion Commonwealth hitting blocker for a bunch of random stuff. Oh no, this is the bad one. We have Chip shooting at Hopscotch. Now Hopscotch is the one standing in the position. Does get some arm damage here, but this is an Ostrak. Ostraks have nothing in the arms. They don't care. Yay! All right, Thane needs an 8, rolls 11, needs an 8, rolls an 8. Okay, Thane, you are doing good with that. We have some physicals here, nothing on us, only on the Op4. I gotta remember to change the colors of our Op4s because the Lyran Commonwealth should not be red while the Dracana's Combine is green. That's not how this game should be. But I can't always remember to go through and reset settings every time I start a scenario. So we're almost through this. We're almost at the edge. I mean, we're about to kill some of the most valuable units. We are going to... Yeah, we're going to let our allies make their moves. We're going to hit that hidden next player button. Our allies have made all of their moves. Cordana... Yeah, Cordana, you run forward. We want to get you also behind partial cover and shooting out to defend your allies. And we're going to back up, reckless. I think we've gained some heat, so we can't move as well as we otherwise would be able to. But we will back up like this. Hopscotch. Skip movement entirely. And they've moved already. We are going to back up like this. The rear arc is this way. That does put both Thane and Chip in the rear arc of the Awesome, which I do not like. So we are probably going to turn around and put, yeah, Armbar, Basher, and Runesmith. Now these are 5/6 pilots. 5/6, 5/6, walked. So that's 6, 6, 7, medium range 9s. Awesome still has tons of armor. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and move that. Yeah, the gun has a shot. Gotta start working on Chip. But Thane is almost out. And Thane is... Yeah, we're going to... This is a bring in cluster and those medium lasers so we can cool off a little bit and just pop for more hits. Right now, more hits is better than fewer hits. Speaking of, Chip. Fire those large lasers. One heat over. We're okay with that. And Edith. You have 9s and 7s. Obviously, we want the 7s, and that's probably going to get rid of Thane. If Thane isn't already dead by the time Edith can fire. So there we go. Gordana. It's just left arm shots. So let's fire a medium laser. Done. Alright. Look at those little AC2s from our Heavy Forester Loggermech ally. AC2s come to save the day. Not a lot of hits, a lot of misses. Allies are soaking up some damage. Nothing major to report here until we get to our gun and our Marauder. Alright, PPC at Marauder. We have a bunch of hits here. The LB-10 hits with full 10 pellets. Excellent. Nothing punctures. Then here we go, medium laser. We should have fired the medium lasers before the LB, but it doesn't matter. We've still got more shots coming in there. Speaking of more shots coming in there, left arm destroyed, left torso. We've got some nice red here from Edith, damaging him. Damaging Thane. Allies are wreaking some havoc on some of the lighter mechs that came out for them. Alright, so we have the Archer Chip shooting at Edith, which we do not like. 5 damage to head, that's not good. We've used up the edge, so we can't do this. And because the Archer's firing swarm ammo, the missiles continue and go after an ally. That sucks. And no new target. More swarm missiles against Edith. They continue, and they try for an ally again here. And Edith stands up. Edith took some damage, but we're doing pretty good here. I don't know if you can see in the upper right-hand corner. I try to set up so you can see the health bar and status and heat of Ergun, Sherry, Edith, and Gordana. So you can see Ergun's heating up. Edith in the awesome is in the yellow. Now, an awesome in the yellow, it's not the end of the world. Still got plenty of armor. It's mainly in the yellow because of that head hit. And we have a fist on 8. And, oh boy, ally Wolverine just kind of wrecks some havoc on that stinger. Our punch misses. You have a physical attack. Oh no. Armbar gets the kickoff on the left side against Edith. Edith takes a critical hit to the foot and a heat sink. That's not good. Needs 5 rolls, 2 falls. Falls again. Hits the leg, lower leg crit. Oh, goodness. Oh. Edith. Edith. Unlucky Edith. That's just a string of bad luck right there. Alright. Things are moving around the board, and as usual, we're going to hit the next player button, and it's not doing anything, which means our allies are pretty much all set. So, what are we going to do about Edith in the awesome? So now if we look here, we can find that awesome is now a 1-2. We're going to have to kill everything. That awesome is not going to be able to walk off the field. We don't claim salvage rights. If we don't kill 75% of the forces, we lose that awesome that we fought to earn and salvage, and we lose Edith. So, Chip needs to die. Alright, Gordana Banana. You are turning around and you are gonna get into your throw hands fisticuffs mode. Your gun, you're just gonna skip movement entirely because you want to start blasting. Hopscotch, you are gonna move forward too. So I'm glad Hopscotch didn't actually get off the board. So get up. What is your 6 to get up? We're going to try it. We succeed. Alright. Probably should have picked a different facing because we could have shot an armbar. But regardless, we need to eliminate some stuff here. We're going to start with the awesome. We have targets in minimum range. We have one target with the... Ooh, we don't have a left arm. So we have shooting on 11s. If we're shooting on 11s, we're shooting on 11s. Let's fire the torso PPCs because I should be getting in the habit of doing that. Done. Alright, Ergun, you want open armor. Thane is missing a lot. Thane is not in good shape. Thane has a medium laser and an AC5 left. Oh, and a PPC. And that's all on the right arm. Things are not looking good. We're shooting on... Alright, Ergun, you actually need to get rid of Thane this time. No ifs and or buts about it. That'll put you over 5. You don't care. Alright. PPC, medium laser, LB10 cluster. That, I'm hoping will do it. Hopscotch, on the other hand, you need to fire a bunch of guns. You're going 5 over, but you're going after Chip. Banana Peel. Do you have anything in good shots for LRMs? No. So you are going to, on Chip, fire medium lasers. Both of your SRMs. You're going to overheat a little bit. And also fire your machine guns. We are turning around and we are going all out because we need to defend Edith, who basically lost a leg. Alright, Thane shoots and hits, 15 total damage against air gun. Not enough for the piloting skill roll, so we are okay so far. Wolverine armbar. Oh no, gets a critical hit against the right torso. We get a double critical hit against the LB-10. Oh, that's not good. Armbar, I hate you. That's going to be difficult to repair. Alright, here we go. Air gun, shooting at Thane. Hits with the PPC, hits with the medium laser, hits with the medium laser, hits with the LB. We get an ammo explosion. Perfect. Thane is out. We have more shots against air gun. Ostrock gets life support and sensors. Critical hit head on Chip. Perfect. That is a +2 to all future shots from Chip against targets. That is exactly what we're looking for here to turn this around. We got more damage. That's 2 head hits. 2 total head hits just this turn against Chip. My friend Nate here might be in the chat. He knows just how prone MegaMek is for headshots, and we are seeing it right here. Lots of head hits, but this time on my side. Their gun succeeds on the PSR. Alright, we need to kill 75% of them. Now, they're already at 56.2%. Our team as a total is at 85.36. So, we're going to be able to do this. We have to be careful because we cannot salvage anything. Though in theory, let's take a look at the mission objective here. What does it say? Alright, to reach safety or destroy at least 75% of their forces to render them combat ineffective. Eliminating 75% of their forces will ensure that they can no longer threaten your retreat. So they're not threatening our retreat, but it doesn't mean we can come back forward and salvage things. So I'm going to even say in an RPG sense, even if we achieve this goal, we are not going to be able to then turn around and say, hey, we can salvage stuff. So we're still in a bad spot. We're going to try this. There we go. Swamp. Avoid being bogged down. Gordana. Oh, can you avoid being bogged down on a 6? We're trying this. Nope. Banana Peel got stuck. Kind of knew it was going to happen, but it needed to happen. Alright, you are a 1-2. Feel like you should just torso twist this way so that you can kick and punch. And to, you know, not expose your rear. So that's what we're going to do here. Right, air gun. You do not want to be firing at Chip right now. Actually, maybe you do. What does Chip look like? Chip is not hurting too bad. I think, well, we lost the cluster. It would be nice to fire the cluster at Chip, but we can't. Minimum range of 1, 2, plus 1. That's effectively TMM3. Our better shots are going to be against these guys. They're all kind of even. I think it was Armbar that got the crit against us for the LB. So Armbar, you get the Wrath. And here we have Hopscotch going on Chip here. Boom. Are awesome. Your best shots are going to be here against Basher. And we do not want to fire the arm. If we torso twist like this, we can only do the arm against armbar, but we can still actually kick. So we're going to kick. That puts us at 21. We're not moving anywhere, so we don't necessarily have to worry about overheating. Gordana banana peel. Let's save some heat. Not worry about that just yet. Shots. Armbar doing some damage here. We're about to lose that leg on Edith and the Awesome. Allies. Kind of making pot shots at little random jobbers that got sent off that way. We should go take a look and see what's actually happening over there. But all right. Basher shooting at banana peel. Nothing much to report. Oh, this track is a jam. This track is a jam. I'm turning it up a little bit on my end. Get a gun firing PPC hits. PPC miss. One hit with a laser, one hit with not a laser. Not enough to force a PSR. Now remember, that is a 5.6, so PSR would have been really nice there. Hopscotch is hitting Chip, but nothing major report. Chip is shooting at banana peel. Hits the head, we roll with edge with our large laser, and that's all it shoots. It's got single heat sinks and not many of them. Also misses all PPCs. Banana peel hits with both medium lasers, so we should get a PSR on Chip, but Chip's fine, etc. We do get physicals, and we are going to kick. We are going to kick. Here we go. Right leg is damaged. Whoo. The legs on that Awesome are not in good shape. Oh no, yep, speaking of, the Griffin punches the left leg away. Punches the left leg. We lost our leg to a punch. Edith, you are unlucky. Lots of damage. Oh, goodness. Look at that. You know, I was just saying how unlucky Edith is. 2 hits, needs a 5, rolls 4. Every time she gets 1 underneath. She has just not had a good day here. She just blacked out. Oh. Where are we BV wise? Okay, we're not close. Now the problem here is, as we were talking about earlier, Princess likes to shoot at the thing with the easiest target, and that's always going to be the immobile target. She's unconscious, so she's immobile, and there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, we can try and see. Here, I'll deactivate here the border so you can see the buttons again. So down here, we are looking to see if we can eject. We can't. There's no abandon unit. There's no eject. There's nothing we can do here that'll stop the AI from just mass targeting our immobile unit. You'd think, you know, this isn't, if this is an RPG sense, oh, it's immobile, it's down, let's leave it for salvage. Ugh. Because that's the thing, they're going to just possibly just destroy that right now, and I don't like that. Player list. Is there anything we can do? It's player settings. I mean, we could in theory deactivate the AI for a turn so that hopefully she wakes up. That feels pretty cheaty. It's one of those, as a game master, if I was a game master for my own mission here, I would not have them targeting that. I don't know what I can do other than, you know, next player, next player, next player, next player. We can take a look at bot command display. Pause the bot's actions. To find a specific unit to be considered a priority target for the bot. To find specific to be ignored by the bot. Okay. We are looking for the unit ID. ID 5. Ignore. Okay, so this is our allies that we're trying to give orders to. So we have no way we can edit bots. Kickbot, edit bot. Because look, they're just walking forward. They're getting ready to just actually just outright murder our mech. When there's no, like, Princess is designed to just play skirmishes, and that would be the appropriate thing to do in a skirmish. Alright, there's a couple about you here. Can I, let's do a poll. Can I do a poll? Should I turn off the bot to save Edith? Should I try this? Is this something I should do? We'll give a minute here. We'll go through the movement phase and then stop. You know, before you go onto the shooting phase, you will do that here. So, here, gun. That puts Chip in the right arc. We don't want Chip in the right arc. I think we want Chip in the left arc, which Chip already is, and Chip is Heat 4. Out of 12, only has large lasers that can shoot. We're going to torso just the one, try to kick Chip in the face. Hopscotch is going to run there and get to the rear arc of Runesmith and try to do something fun there. Banana Peel. Oh, Banana Peel, you're stuck, so you can't do crap. Alright. Edith is the only command left. We have a 100% reaction to yes, I should save Edith. So I'm going to edit bots and find the option. See what happens if I kick the bot. I might have to reactivate the bot. Edit the bot. Okay. Not doing anything. Game. Edit bots. Kick the bot. Okay, they're disconnected. Let's see what happens. Alright, done. Yeah, their turn to fire. They've come up with a no action. Edit bots. We have keep as ghost, replace with princess, bot settings. Okay. Run away. Meek. Precise facing. I don't know what to do other than... What are the options? Replace with him to keep his ghost. There we go. I hit skip and I skip their turn. That's what we're going to do. They don't get any shots this turn because that's what the audience voted for. We're trying to save Edith because Princess is a little murdery when they don't need to be murdery. My turn to fire again. Into the rear. Done. Skip their shots again. Awesome, can't shoot. Dana wants to shoot in the rear of Chip. Unless something is in better situation. Is in the rear. The rear of Runesmith? No, we want to kill Chip. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to kill Chip. Here we go. Misses. Hopscotch hits some rear shots here on Runesmith. Nothing overly impressive. Rear shots from Banana Peel into the Archer. Nothing overly impressive here. But some decent hits anyway. Allies are shooting at... Okay. Physical phase. Kick. 50 damage CT, 5 armor remaining. Okay. Nothing else major to report. Done. And Edith woke up. Which means no longer immobile. So we are going to replace with Princess. Bot settings. We are... Where's Ambusher? Because we are going through an ambush. There we go. Draconis Combine is alive and active again. They skipped a turn because of the immobile situation. Alright. Alright, let's let our allies make all of their moves. Hit that next player button. Ooh, Chip's moved into an interesting position. But look, Gordana is no longer... Well, Gordana, can you back up there? Yes. Get to the perfect rear arc of Chip. Here, gun. Alright, Hopscotch should move. You can actually walk there. Please tell me you have heat sinks in your legs. You do! We want those extra heat sinks, and we want to not quite get in the rear. Or where do we want to end up? You're going to get up and face that way. Needs a 9. Nope. We're doing that. We do not want Chip in the right side. Our right side is what is hurt and open. Going to move there. Actually, no, we're not. We have open areas. We have taken some damage. We do not want to end up in the water. So instead, press it to shoot a Chip. Yes, we're doing that. And air gun. Yeah, you can do that. Runesmith is having some problems, but is okay. Not dead. Our gun's gonna torso twist and shoot over here. You're gonna shoot at armbar, because armbar is the one that hurt you. Armbar is the one you don't like. But we want to cool it off a little bit. So 1 PPC and 2 lasers is what we're going to do. Done. Hopscotch, you're going to turn. You do have some heat. But you do have a good shot. You're gonna go damage high-low. We want all the cluster guns because Chip has 2 head hits already and we want more. You can prop and fire 10s, 11s. You don't have much option. Your best shots are still there. Done. Gordana, you want to eliminate Chip. Shooting to the rear. No, we want head hits. We want to try for head hits, so we are firing the SRMs. Alright. Chip lost a heat sink. No. Armbar lost a heat sink. Okay, heat sinks on the Awesome. On Edith. We are almost in the clear. We're almost okay. Ammo explosion on Chip. Banana Peel got the kill. Excellent. Got a gun despite standing still to try to kick Chip is okay. Allied Scorpion is down. Our ally, if we hold out a little bit longer, I think Edith is going to eject. Oh, then we lose the Awesome. I mean, we basically already lost it. There's no way we can recover it with a leg gone. Edith, your bad luck cost us an Awesome. And you know what that is? Not awesome. But at least she's alive. And she can still prop and shoot, so she's not useless yet. We have allies that are getting close to firing range. What we have left are a bunch of medium 5.6s. That's not particularly scary. So, alright, let's let our allies move. Alright. Gordana. You can go ahead and move forward. We do not want to send her through the swamp again, but you know what? We're going to do it. And she got stuck again. She's reckless. That's just who she is. Your gun, you're going to charge forward. Because you can. Hopscotch. You're overheating something awful. So you're going to sort of stay still to shoot at armbar. And Awesome. Just going to skip movement. Allies do a bunch of standing stuff. Yeah, the Wolverine is not having a good time. Your gun wants to shoot at armbar, but that's not the best shot. The best shot is going to be on Runesmith still. Alpha striking there. Armbar, who I still do not like very much. Not that I generally like the things that are shooting at me, but prop and shoot. Anything in good range of the LM15. Runesmith on 8. We have the SRMs again. Yeah, actually the SRMs on 8 are going to be a better shot. So we're taking it. Done firing. Armbar, making shots at Banana Peel. Critical on hand. Armbar is getting work done with that SRM. Marauder, your gun's doing some work as well, but we're pretty open here. Okay, Jump Jet and Wolverine. Alright, we're dealing more than we're receiving at the moment. LM15 from Banana Peel. Banana Peel's doing Gordana is doing some work here. As I say that, she took enough damage to fall down. But that's okay. Runesmith falls. critical hit to the lower leg. Okay. We got a kick on your gun, but we're okay. Your gun doesn't get to kick? Yeah, your gun doesn't get to kick. Okay. We won initiative. Good. Alright, come on, allies. I need you to get over here and make some shots. Yeah. Gordana, you're gonna careful stand. We don't need you to actually move anywhere. No more ally moves. Ooh, armbar, you devious piece of fucking garbage. Pardon my language, but armbar just zoomed ahead to get behind into the rear arc of the awesome. Now, awesome. Zoom in here. Okay. Left torso, right arm, left arm. It's basically the left arm, left torso, and legs that are horrible on this thing. Three. We can move forward one. Oh, it's minimum range 3, so we are kind of an optimum as we stand. Yeah, skip movement. Hopscotch. Hopscotch is going to want to move forward. Scorpion destroyed by ejection. Yep. Okay. Air gun. You the best shots on armbar, I'm sure. With your improved gunnery and everything. We are alpha striking. Hopscotch, you're going to want to shoot at Basher. Get this single large laser done. Cool off a little bit. Edith. You're going to shoot with everything you can. Go 10 over. We got to kill things. Got our allies about to arrive, so things are looking up. Alright, they are shooting at Edith. Edith's okay. Edith blacked out again. Edith blacked out again. Alright. Destroy the right leg of armbar. Revenge is being had. Destroy the left leg of armbar. Both legs gone. Armbar, we've gotten revenge. Also, armbar, what a horrible, weird nickname. And armbar suffers. Suffer more, please. Okay. Our saving grace right now is just that awesomes are a brick of armor with 3 guns. Basic max armor for an 80-tonner plus some guns. Right? They are efficient, excellent mechs. And despite the fact that the legs are all gone, we should actually look. Round report. 22%. We're good. Okay. I forgot to set... We're going to kick the bot again. I forgot to say skip phases on victory, but we won. In which case, I'm also going to, out of all fairness, kick our ally bots. And... we're just going to skip everything. Hold on. Enter. That should do it. Gotta just sort of do this. Come on. Let me do it. Dang it. I want skip. There we go. Us skip. Us skip. Manually skipping all the things. There we go. So pretending we just... I actually remembered to say skip all phases on a forced victory. Gotta remember to do that. In fact, I guys should immediately go and set that as a permanent setting. No, I don't. Never actually hit slash victory, I think. Because we're in another movement phase. Sorry for this weird little chaos, everybody. How do I want another movement phase? What's going on here? Oh, the bots aren't here to accept the forced victory. Things you learn. There. Back to bots. Kick the bots. Done. Enter. Well, I gotta skip my own turn here. Done. There we go. Let's get this. Yes, I'm gonna save a GIF. Alright. Back to Mech HQ here. The scenario template states that the enemy always retains battlefield control. Do you want to clear your side's controlling battlefield? No. I'm going to say no. We fought to keep that awesome. We're going to, you know, it's hobbled, but they've retreated. We destroyed 75% of their forces. They are retreating. We can at least make it out with that awesome limping away on its little stubbly remains of a legs. It had one movement. We help it up, we get it out of there. That's what I'm saying. Alright. Size this a little more. Up. Next. Edith. Pretty hurt. Scorpion, no. Gordana. No idea. Stinger, Marauder, yep. We're good on kills. Yes, technically we did end up doing that. Alright. Oop, that's my music player. Why did that pop up? That's my desktop. Why did that pop up? Because we want Mega. I'm a Jade Falcon player. Oh no, what did you see? Okay, repair bay. Order all. Instant repair. We have a lot of repairs to make on a lot of things. We're almost out of armor. Oof. We have to fully replace the LBAC-10. Oh. Okay. I wonder if we can actually repair it. Okay. We are going to salvage mode. Right torso. We want to salvage ammo bin. Ammo bin. No. We want. Is it left torso then? We should be able to take out the remains of the weapon. Because it shouldn't have been destroyed. Cluster ammo bin, ammo bin. Because in theory we could take the gun out and then repair it. But apparently we can't. Or no. Boo. And we have to, yep. Target 6+. Okay, quantity 1. We can get it. It's not impossible to find an LB10. Alright. End of the month. Target number. Only person on a 3 is this guy. Roll. Done. Armor. We want armor. Captain, I need to bring an important development to your attention regarding the prisoners who captured in this operation. An enemy officer has reached out through official channels and offered to ransom back their personnel. Yeah, I want money. Heavy recon evasion, 0 days. Are you serious? We are not ready for another scenario right now. We are far, far, far from ready. Oh my gosh, 15,000 BV. Do you see this? 15,000 BV. Unknown hostiles. We have 4,000. No. Oh no. You are to advance towards overwhelming enemy position and gather intelligence on their strength. This is a high-risk reconnaissance mission, and direct engagement is not an option. Stealth, speed, and deception will be your greatest assets. If you're compromised, how do we even preserve 5% of the following forces? How? I mean, in theory, the area of operations, heavy recon engagement, we could send out our training force. How? Right, heavy recon evasion. Now, it doesn't actually detail what it is to gather intel. $50 Savannah Masters? What? I don't see any Savannah Masters. Is that just 15,000 BV? In any case, it doesn't say how you scan them. So here's a little trick that I sometimes do. If we just need to walk up, get them in radar, and walk out, if we look at our training, we have, well, we'll just pretend that Doc didn't go, alright? So can we, yeah. Well, what we're going to do is just hit the resolve manually button. We do not retain the battlefield. Just Click OK. Next. This is effectively a way to skip this mission because in theory it's just a walk up, get them in Raider, walk out. And to do that on MegaMek, because they don't specify how you scout them, I'm just saying we have a secondary force. They walked out as a training force. They scanned them. They left. Boom. They won. Mission complete. We're all done. Unit market update. We might need to buy something. Alright. We want... Ooh, black market is always a risk, but heavy transport is kind of what we're looking for to build a... But we have armored personnel carrier tracked. No cargo capacity on that. Maximum heavy hover tank. Cargo capacity? Yes, 3 tons. What's 1 million C-bills? I don't know if we would want that. That's a bit expensive for what we want. Here's a Saladin. No. Heavy wheeled APC, machine gun, cargo capacity, infantry compartment. We don't care about that. Condor heavy hover tank. Cargo, none. Vedette medium tank. It's cheap. We can use it to sort of defend the convoy. Bulldog medium tank. I do like bulldogs. I do appreciate them. And it's cheap. Vedette. Warrior attack helicopter. Yeah, we're not good with that. Show mechs. What mechs can I buy? Orion Champion. Nothing I'm particularly interested in. I might go ahead and buy that maximum heavy hover transport. 'Cause I think, what do we already have? What have we already ordered? A maximum heavy transport. So we'd have 2. Yeah, I don't want to spend the money, but I'm going to spend the money. Purchase. Let's take a look at the personnel market. We need vehicle drivers. Vehicle gunner. Yeah, we could use a gunner. Although, let's look. Joey's I don't actually care about Joey's personality. He's just there driving in the convoy. I'm not getting a Saladin, Nate. I'm not getting a Saladin. Personnel market update. We'll continue looking at this because we actually do want vehicle drivers. We have an elite mech warrior, but no. We're not doing that. We are upgrading them. Speaking of upgrading them, now that I think about it, so our techs, we have a green tech. So when you have this many techs, there's a mass personnel training button that is really useful because you go mech tech. We don't care about that in this skill. We want to upgrade as tech mech. Tech mech. And hey, see that? This guy that we're looking at with 32 experience is green. He can upgrade. And this means we don't have to look through all of our individual guys and see if they have, you know, so boom, done. But our mech warriors I want to individually upgrade because I think, here we go. Hopscotch, Sherry. Yes. We are going to spend XP on current skills. Gunnery. Mech. Yes. She is a 3-4. Ooh. Alright, mechs. Our Crusader's almost done. You know, once our... Oh! The longbow. 2 damage heat sinks. So it says undamaged. Weird. Alright. We have stuff on order for it to be repaired. We're just waiting for stuff to arrive. But it is kind of functional even if it's down 2 heat sinks. So we can, in theory, send stuff back out. Oh yeah, we are looking for vehicle drivers. An Aztec? Just gonna hire the Aztec. Technically, we have the option to sort of fill our Aztec pool every day with just random hires on. You don't actually have to have a named group of Aztecs because that gets silly because you end up needing hundreds of them. If you know, you guys can actually see it in the bottom here. I'll see if I can resize that. See at the bottom here it says Temp Aztecs 48. We have 48 just sort of laborer dudes who we've hired on to be Aztecs, assistant technicians, people who just sort of like hand the actual tech the tool they need. But we are still looking for vehicle drivers. Vehicle driver! Oh my gosh. Needs an 11, rolls a 7. It shouldn't be that. No, it was a 7. When we set it to be customized, it wasn't an 11 and needed. No. No. GM mode. Customize. Complete refit. No. It rolled a 7. That's supposedly the number that you actually needed to complete the customization. Not an 11. I don't know what happened there. So, saying it's done. In which case... Sherry. Not Sherry. Gordana. You are moving on to your custom Crusader. Go to the TOE. Our first customized mech, a Crusader. For anybody who didn't see and wasn't around, I think my face is blocking it, but let's see if it pops up here. Yeah, I wonder if we can switch this out. There we go. See, this text isn't bigger, but it is medium laser machine gun, SRM6, SRM6 PPC. So essentially it replaced the two LRM15s with a PPC and more heat sinks. It has 18 instead of 12. Also has Inferno ammo for the SRM6. Somehow it says it's undamaged, but it still has damaged heat sinks. I don't necessarily understand what's going on here. Repair the heat sink. Okay. Yeah, sometimes MegaMek just misbehaves. I don't know what the time delay precisely is, Nate, but I just saw your comment pop up. Ooh, what's on the Crusader? After I think I just read out what was on the Crusader. So, all right. We did hire a vehicle driver and a vehicle gunner. Oh, we were looking at this. Yes, I'm hiring. There we go. So the moment we actually get the maximum heavy mothballed. Why is it mothballed? Why? That's weird. Got delivered mothballed? But we are... I think we are going to... Yeah, we're going to keep repairing this. Sign person, driver. Sign person, gunner. Sign person, tech. Boom. We are going to add a convoy force to our support. We're going to add a unit. There we go. convoy force. There, we have a convoy. Now, it's 3 tons. It's 3 tons of cargo space, which is less than the default that our employer is providing. But the moment we get that second hover transport, we'll have 6 tons, which is more, which is going to be nice. There we go. Heatsink has arrived. Try and repair everything. Intense repair music. We're just waiting. Yep. 15 swarm ammo. Where did I get swarm? Oh, the longbow. The longbow has swarm thunder and anti-TSM. Okay. Swap ammo. We do not need anti-TSM ammo. We just want some standard ammo. Oh, fragmentation in case we get... No, regular ammo. That said... Give LRM 5. LRM 5 smoke would be nice, if that's possible, to be ordered and everything. In transit. How many days? 5 days. 5 days. Excellent. Oh, longbow. The longbow is undamaged and able to be piloted. I mean, we just got a Crusader that we took missiles away from. I don't want to put Gordana in there. The Ostrock does some solid work. But you know what? It's damaged. And the thing is, Sherry has a jumping jack, and we want to get her a jumping mech. We want to add jump jets to this Ostrock, but we can't do that while it's in use. So we are going to temporarily... Going to personnel, Sherry, we are actually going to assign you to the longbow. We are going to remove, and we are going to add longbow. And now we can go to our hangar, and as soon as the Ostrock is repaired, where's the longbow? Has attack. Crusader undamaged. The standard Crusader says it's undamaged, but it's missing a hand actuator. I know what's going on here. We don't have any text to assign to it, but alright, we'll keep advancing. Alright, we have an allied artillery base under attack. The Awesome is still in bad shape. We're still highlighted as damage. What is the Awesome? The Awesome is in bad shape. Okay. Light damage. I think we're going to Dock. Where's Dock? Alright, Dock. Assigned a unit, none. We are switching. We are moving Edith from an Awesome to a Warhammer. And I guess we'll put Doc in the Awesome so you can keep getting training experience or whatever. Okay. Area of operations. Managed deployment. We're fighting this. So we have our main force has 6,818 BV. The mission we're about to go on here, our enemy has 7,000 plus allies. We out BV them, so this is a good start. All right, this is the defense. Excellent. Excellent. This is what we want. We have a lot of long-range guns and possibility here. Your orders are clear. Defend the base against the incoming enemy assault. At least 25% of the base infrastructure must remain intact by the end of the engagement. At the same time, this is not just about survival. You are to destroy at least 50% of the enemy forces before the battle concludes. The victor will control the battlefield whenever it's done, ensure that it is us. Get at least 75% of the designated units clear of the base. Those are our allies. There's going to be some settings to change here, but you know what? That reminds me. I'm going to go into... Oh, it's going to pop up here. I want to go into MegaMek options, victor conditions. I'm going to set this now. Save. I don't know. Okay, there. Now I won't have to reset it every freaking time. So now let's go here. Start. Commence drop. Okay. And while we wait for that to load, let's make sure it starts up just fine. We're going to review this here. Got that all set. Now the important part, we have two important things to do. One, the UI is scaled in such a weird way that I can't actually get down here. Okay. Because we want, okay, Draconis Combine, pink. We do not want integrated allies as red. How do we... There we go. Integrated allies. Can we change the color? There's got to be a way to change their color. Configure. It's not configure. Player settings. No. Bot settings? No. I don't want them red. Ugh. That's camo. There was a way at some point to change the actual color of the player. Whatever. But just remember pink and so on and so forth. Team overview. Hey. Select map. We don't care. It's random. And yes, let's go to game options. Victory conditions. Destroy enemy BV. We want a majority of their BV. Done. Let's go. Let's rock this. We won initiative for deployment. I don't think that matters. We've got an annoying little city map. Now, one of the really annoying things about this is, number one, I forgot to check the weather. That's on me. What is the weather for this? Torrential downpour. Okay. Why would they be attacking in a torrential downpour? I also forgot to check. No, cancel. This is going to be a horrible slog. This is not going to be fun. Vehicles aren't going to be able to go anywhere. We already out BV them. I'm just hitting / victory. Oh yeah, I want salvage. Alright. Putting up another poll. And this is basically for Nate, but let's see who else is in here. Should I play out the horrible weather? The torrential downpour? Should I sit here and try to fight through it? Or just assume that they'd see and give up? So until we get a solid vote one way or another, I'll just keep playing. Alright, time to deploy. Anywhere I want. What's the height of that? Height 2? Height 4. What is the construction factor on those? 29. Goodness gracious, no. 95. The height 2 though. Height 3. 5. Construction factor 79. But there's no good way down and there's no jump jets. So let's double check. What are they starting at? They are starting on any edge. Any edge they want. Okay, that's obnoxious. So start there. Doesn't really matter. We're gonna have to move around. Alright, do we even know where they are? They are scattered everywhere. Alright, important thing I have to just realize here. So we have some number of allies. Let's go to... what am I looking for again? Yeah, player list. So we have Lyran Commonwealth integrated allies. We have the Lyran Commonwealth evacuating units. So I want to make sure, something I forgot to do at the start. Evacuating units is number 2. We want bot settings. We want cowardly. No, escape. We want to make sure they're running away and not actually fighting things. Done. Done. Alright. Now, where are we going? Ripsaw, Sunset. Don't really care that much about riflemen, as annoying as they are. This is an awesome. I want another awesome. I didn't even check the piloting on that awesome. That is a 4-5 awesome. Okay. That's going to be tough to just actually work through. Alright, we have Sponge, which we aren't going to be able to see till it gets in close range. Alright, Martini. Martini 5-6. Red Wing 5-6. Sponge a 4-5. I'm not seeing anything particularly intimidating. What was Sunset? 4-5. Ripsaw 4-5. I mean, Stormbreaker, the 5-6 Locust. Good gosh, that's not intimidating at all. All right. Send you forward. Hopscotch. This is Banana Peel. Banana Peel. You've got your new, brand new mech. Let's go there. No. We do not want to trigger any PSRs in Torrential Downpour. Everybody should walk. Back up. Move. There we go. Oh, look at this. All right, we need to reset their AI because they're taking risks they shouldn't. Okay, game. Edit bots. Evacuating units. Never takes a risk. You're not triggering your own PSRs in this freaking weather. No. No, no, no. No shots. No shots. Actually, I think that Warhammer did just have shots. Whatever. No, we didn't. There's too many woods in the way. Alright, nothing there to report. Physical attacks. We're not going to kick buildings. We live in this city. Alright. Gotta keep going. Gun is the only one who can bother risking PSRs. Let's let our allies move. Okay, Warhammer. You're gonna walk forward. And you're gonna slap Sponge. That's your entire mission right now. Banana Peel. You can run straight forward. Hopscotch. Yeah, you run straight forward too. Alright. Do we have shots? Yes. On 14, sadly. So, even with your improved skill, that's not good. But Stormbreaker, 12s or 11s. This is where I wish we had that autocannon fixed. Medium laser, small laser, small laser. Machine gun, SRM6. Everything but the PPCs on 12. Done. Oh, Banana Peel. This is your first time shooting with your brand new mech. Your brand new mech. And you're shooting everything on 12s. Except for your SRMs on 11. But look at that. You have... Yeah, there's still somehow missing 2 heat sinks. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, MegaMek is being weird on me tonight. Definitely spawning some weird stuff, and the mech bay isn't doing things right. Lots and lots of missing. Lots of missing. No physicals. Yes, physicals. Kick. Alright. Hits. Hits. You have to make PSRs. And because the torrential rain, PSRs are a whole lot worse. That's what's going to be make or break and painful about this. Alright, let's let our allies move. You're gonna run forward and get into those woods. So you can stand still and shoot at the awesome. You're gonna run forward straight and get right face first with Stormbreaker there. And kicking. Kicking is important. Move. Yep, see? Just getting up is a 6. Yeah, it needs 7. Excuse me, needs 7 falls. Base 5 plus 2 torrential downpour. Like, this thing fell down and is a 50% chance it's gonna fall down again every time. So we want to trigger PSRs. That's what we want to do. And see, now we're up close against Sponge. Makes it easier to shoot. Kind of eliminates the torrential downpour penalty. And we can just blast the crap out of it. Banana Peel. Banana Peel, I don't want you to fall. You would be bad at falling. Done. Ooh, almost in the good arc. Done. Alright. 10. Only 10 damage against the awesome. We're not quite there. Edith. Dealing with those glancing blows, but dealing some damage to that Grand Dragon. Alright. Banana Peel hits with a few things on the Locust. Not enough for PSR. Grand Dragon Sponge shoots at Edith. Head hit right off the bat. First shot against Edith of the game. Edith is cursed. First shot against her. That hits. It's the head hit. She's lost her edge already. Alright, and not kicking that building. Definitely kicking that mech. Definitely kicking that mech. Yeah, it's a 50% chance, but she's doing it. She's aggressive. That's what she does. See what happens. Success. Success. That locust is down. Lost a leg. It's never getting back up in this rain. So that is a kill for Gordana. Ooh, 14 damage to the left leg. We're almost... Sponge is almost out, too. Just gotta remember, Sponge's left leg is almost dead. So if we can just get in a position to kick the left leg again, we are good. Alright. Let our ally move. Make all of its moves. Great. So if we deal with that awesome, what do we do after that? Because Edith can't deal with everything by herself over here, so we will have to send somebody back. I think that's going to be Gordana. Because, I mean, she just took out that Locust. Locust lost his leg, she's never going to get back up again. You got a gun, you're going to skip movement. You just need to get that PSR. Alright, we want to be in the left arc for a kick. That will be a PSR trigger on 5. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. Perfect. Hopscotch. We do not want PSR. There's 2 woods in the way. That's not a good shot. So you're just going to turn around and get ready to go fight something else. See? It's trying to get up. Needs an 18. Look at that. Needs an 18. 18 to attempt to stand, and it's attempting to stand. This is the problem with the AI. It's just going to keep taking hits. Oh, the Warhammer fell. No. It didn't show that. Horrible. Unless we know you use careful stand. Okay. We already know. Alpha strike against that. Awesome. Ugh. Man, it feels no shots. You need to beat a 5, Edith. You needed to beat a 5, and you didn't. That's 10. It's only 10 damage on Trix the Awesome. That's not enough for PSR. So, like, we're okay, but Edith is cursed today. Edith is cursed today. This is firmly what I believe. Gordana, you can start trying to move to help Edith. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. And the names are all messed up. Yeah. Edith is in the longbow. Oh, Sherry Hopscotch is in. Oh, Sherry's cursed this time. Edith is doing fine. I got them mixed up. Completely different cursed pilot. Get up. Careful stand. Move. Needs a 4 on a careful stand, so yes. That's what we're doing. Locust blacked out. Still trying to stand up on an 18 for some reason. Some very, very silly reason. Alright. We're alpha striking again on this awesome because we need to get that PSR. Because once you get that first PSR on the AI, it's almost game over. Because it will keep attempting to stand. We're not making the aim shot on that guy. It's just going to... No. Alright. All we care about is our guns shots. 10, 10. There we go. 20 damage. There's the piloting skill roll. The awesome might fall down. And getting to the bottom here. No. Base target 7. Needs 8. Rolls 10. Oh. Didn't pop off. Didn't quite pop off. But we're working on it. Alright, we lost initiative. Letting allies go, just hitting that ally button. Ooh, look at this. There's actually a level thing here. Do I want to run forward and kick? Yes. Hasn't moved, so we're not going to do that yet. Dane's going to run forward. And Edith. 6. Edith's going to back up 1 and have Red Wing. Red Wing is on a height of 2. Site blocked by terrain. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What about from there? Nice site blocked by woods. Darn. Move there. That requires a PSR. We don't want that. Blocked by terrain. Height 3. That building's in the way. If I step forward 1. Okay. Still, that's just a very bad shot. This is not a good situation to have LRMs. We're doing that. Doing that. Done, done. All right. Done. Warmer has no shots at anybody. They're just focusing on the turrets. And we gotta find a way to deal with them yet. 14s, no. Skip firing. Awesome hits with the small laser. On air gun, no big deal. Air gun misses all of his shots. Air gun's not having a good day either. That's what happens with these kind of slogs. But a kick on 3, that's going to happen. Hopscotch, nothing. 15 damage to right torso. Armor destroyed. Heatsink, heatsink. Excellent. Punches the leg, 8 damage. 1 armor remaining. That's not particularly good, but here it is. The fall. This is what we want. This is the important thing right here. Done. That awesome might be out for the count right now. It's entirely possible. Alright. Nope, it stood back up. But we are in minimum range. We have more stuff. Yeah, we're staying still. We'll go toe-to-toe with this thing. Alright. We want to get into the left arc of this guy. We're going to risk it on a 6. No, we are not. Is that height 1? There's a height 4. Yeah, I'd be kidding. We're going to do that anyway. Skip. We want that kick. Mark 4, we're going to get the kick. We want to kick things. This is the kicky, maybe some punchy scenario. Actually, no. We do not want to PSR this from guns. Actually, we do. We don't want to be punched in the leg and take damage. So we don't want PSRs ourselves. So we're going to try to get the PSR from guns, and if that fails, that's when we do other stuff. Oops, I don't think I actually meant to alpha strike there. Just gonna fire the medium lasers. Done. Here we go. Ugh. Our ally fires LRMs at the awesome, misses, and almost hits us. Jeez, swarm missiles are obnoxious. We get hit by a small laser. We hit them for 30 damage from our gun to that awesome. Tricks. Alright. Longbow misses, hits with 1 laser. Oh, there it is. Trix falls. Is missing the head hit still, but loses another PPC. Yeah. Well, we can't kick anymore because it fell. But it can't punch us in the leg with only 1 armor left, so that's the important part. And here we go. Kick. Yes. Kick. Yes. Hey, 13 damage to the head. Banana peel. Kicking. Gordana is really turning things around and just being murderous. She's getting a kill or 2 every single scenario right now. She still falls. She's still banana peel. But she's aggressive and she's getting stuff done. Alright, we're 84, they're at 72. We're closing the gap. We're getting ahead. Still prone, hasn't moved yet. Let's let our allies go. Just hitting the next player button a whole bunch. Alright. Our move. That guy ejected. So... Alright, we have Edith in the longbow trying to find her way around here. And we're going to send her... head to that way. Cordana's going to run forward. And Edith. No, Sherry. Sherry wants to go after Sponge. Keep chasing her prey. But we do not want PSRs. So we're doing that. The Awesome stood back up again. Needs 7. Rolls a 10. Trix is being tricky. Trix is still being tricky. We're going to overheat. We're going to try to knock him down in the gun phase. Got me working when the pole popped up. Yeah. Well, it's too late. I'm too far into this one. And it's going well for us. It's better. It's going better than I thought it would, all things considered. Because I know to try to kick things. This is all about getting PSRs. This is all about skill. See? Right torso gone. Trix is not doing well. Lots and lots of missing. Lots of missing. Swarm missiles continuing on annoyingly and almost hitting allies. There's the first pilot hit. There's the first hit on this Awesome. And the head hit anyway. Alright, can't kick it anymore. It fell, but it can't punch me in the leg. That's the important part. I'm not trying to kick and punch like buildings. We live in this city. This is ally territory. We're defending it. We're defending it. We don't want to kick in the coffee shop. Even if they just have very bad coffee. Or if we don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I like hot chocolate. Alright, what's going on now? Let our allies move. They are done already. Excellent. Okay. Well, not excellent, but run forward. There you go. Gordana. Run forward. Warhammer. We want it to be in the left arc, but we can't be in the left arc. 1, 2. It's a 5. This would let us kick on the right side. What's the right leg looking like? Not good. We're trying it. Come on, Hopscotch. Just get a 5. Just land that. Land that. I mean, Ergun, you've been doing an excellent job of just pounding the crap out of that Awesome. And you know what? It can't kick you in the legs anymore. And or can't punch you in the legs anymore. That's the one thing you're trying to avoid. So you're just going to keep kicking it, and then we're going to salvage it. If it's just a leg destroyed, to the point of, I don't even know if I want to shoot at it. Look, its legs are weak. It just keeps falling. You want to destroy the meat. So you know what? We actually are going to skip firing. We're going to be pretty brutal here. Not to sponge. We're not going to be trying to do anything to sponge. We're just trying to kill it. We don't like dragons. By we, I mean me. I think it's an ugly mech. Looks like it has a beer belly. Medium lasers at Martini. Let's see what happens here. Alright, Siege Hound is dealing damage to Sponge. Sponge is losing armor in the legs. Excellent, that's what we want. We move forward to kick. All we gotta do is hit with a kick. Hopscotch took some damage to the longbow. Okay. Oh, Sponge fell. We don't get the destroyed leg. We still get to kick. We get to kick here on 2. That's an auto hit. We're going to kick here anyway because we can. And banana peel, no. This is all about kicks. Oh, they're attacking vehicles, which we don't like. There we go. 50 damage, left leg on foot. That is really bad. Needs an 8 to avoid damage. Trix is avoiding pilot hits. Take it. Has fallen down on 8s like 3-4 times. So it's like a 1 pilot hit so far. B1 initiative, excellent. Alright, I think we actually want the mini map up. If we can pop that up here. Nope, that's not doing it. That's weird. There's the map. Whew. That's big. Let's shrink that. We just want to be able to see where enemies are. If they're up here chasing Sunset, chasing around Pumpkin and Freedom. We don't like that. Everything else here we're kind of dealing with. And let's see if I can get this to work now. There we go. Pop. There it is. There's the mini map. To expand that out so you guys can see it. Yeah, put it up there. Okay, mini-map's up. I wanted to see it. You guys can now see it. We're all set. Where are we? Alright. Movement. Let's let our allies move. The allies are done moving. Trix came up to their gun. We don't like that. Means we're gonna have to shoot him. We're gonna do that. We don't want to be kicked. Sponge. We wanted to get in a different arc of Sponge. Sponge hasn't moved yet. Gordana. You actually might want to move up this way because we are trying to deal with. Oop. Nope, you don't want to slide that. That's the wrong one. Sunset. We want to get Gordana to Sunset. Which means essentially doing that. Alright, Sponge. You did exactly what we want you to do. And that's move. Actually, it doesn't even matter what leg I kick you on. But we're going to do that. Hopscotch. We want kicks. We want kicks. That's the important part. Here we want an Alpha Strike. Everything but the PPCs. Done. Banana peels, no shots. Hopscotch, medium laser. Followed by a medium laser. Done. Awesome. Tried to shoot a PPC, missed. Glancing blow on the small laser for 0 damage. Excellent. Lots of weapons fire, lots of ACTs going off because we have lots of flak turrets. So just little pingly pips. Not much else to report. Just some random combat off in the distance. Okay, we don't get the PSR. We missed with both of the PPCs. Only hit for 10 damage, sadly, on the awesome. All right. The dragon is definitely falling because we just got 3 different leg criticals there. That's 3 different PSRs. Yep, it fell. Lower arm, 2 total hits. Great. Nope, no physical attacks there. We moved to this position just to make sure we get this kick. No physical attacks there. And yes, kick. Boom. There we go. That's what I want to see. Gosh, we want to get those legs. I mean, yeah. Nate says, "Oh boy, it's raining." You know what that means? Another person, quote, umbrellas. It's like first person. No, we're gonna have to retool all of the leg actuators. Yes. So much of that. All right. Do I try to get the PSR from distance, or do I run up and try to kick? The problem is that right leg. Problem is the right leg is. Let me pop this up here. The right leg is really hurt. All the armor's gone on the right leg. And I really don't want to be kicked. So, yeah, let's get movement. We're just going to hope I actually get the physical. Sponge is down. So that means Sherry is going to try to come up here and deal with... Well, actually, let's look at the round report. Oh, they are 7 BV off. They are 7 BV off from just being gone. So we have Ripsaw. Stormbreaker technically isn't gone yet, even though they should be. We've got Martini here. All right, let's let our allies move and then figure out what we want to do. Because we just got to get 7% damage to their force. Banana peel. Run forward. Hopscotch. Martini took damage to the right leg. We're going to get in that right arc again. Go for that kick. And there it is. Sponge gone. Done. This is probably it. This is probably the last round. Any shots there? No. Medium laser. Medium laser. Done. See, just light flak turret number 2. Light flak turret. Light missile turret. Lots of transport. Here we go. 20 damage. There's the PSR on the awesome. It's going to fall. Its leg's still there. It's going to fall. Ally shooting swarm missiles, which end up hitting me. Thank you. Swarm missiles are horrible. Blacks out. Finally took more hits. Blacks out. Excellent. Done. I mean, that's it. That's the mission. That's victory right there. We just trying to get this kick. Destroy that leg. There it is. Salvage. I don't think I need to hit it, but I'm hitting /victory now. Team 1 achieved the BV destroyed victory condition with 59%. Team 1 achieved all required victory conditions. Excellent. Put on the pause screen here. Save the GIF. Save the salvage. There we go. Back to Mech HQ. The scenario template states that the victor retains battlefield control. Do you want to declare that your side is controlling the battlefield? Yes. Light damage, undamage, undamage, undamage. Excellent. We made it through. That was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be in that downpour. It ended up being to our advantage. Yeah, the undamaged riflemen probably found their way out in the rain. I'm okay with this. Crippled. Salvage. Sell. Can we sell? Then we're at max 50%, but we have a second awesome. Which means we can customize. Yeah, we're taking it. They're taking it. Captured. Killed. Next. Oh, the awesome was Ergon for sure. The locust was Gordana. Grand Dragon number 1, Grand Dragon number 2. One of them was definitely Edith and the Warhammer. That was Sherry the Warhammer. I got my pilots all mixed up. Oh yeah, those turrets were still around in the end. I don't know what got to the edge, but I know some of the stuff was alive at the end. So we're gonna go to that, and there we go. Wounded. Edith was wounded again. Bam. Real quick. Instant repair. Parts acquisition. We're gonna order all. Although maybe we shouldn't have. No, we did. We wanted to. Activate. Yes. Yes. We have a driver. We have a tech. We still need a gunner, but we can assign that. And we will have a convoy. Look at that. Alright, despite some maladies. Lost her right hand. A prisoner lost her right hand. That's not nice. Fractured right leg on Edith. That's not good. But I think overall this is fine. And it's August. Let's go to the briefing room. This contract ends. Okay, next year. So we still have plenty of time on this. But that was 2 missions. Thank you everybody who joined me tonight. Like, subscribe, find us, take a peek at our podcast. I'm probably going to be back here again next Thursday playing Thank You for Bearing With Me and the dog tonight. And I hope everyone has a great evening. And yeah.